Round number 11 of 2024 Grand National Cross Country Racing Series. We saw the man. How about it? Got to show some love to him. Grant Davis out of the XC2, grabbing the overall win on adjusted time and remaining the title contender with the reverse plate. Johnny Gerard hangs on for the win in the XC1 and in a good position. Can he hang on for the national title?
Are you ready to go? GNCC Racing!
Well, hello and welcome to round number 11 of the 2024 Progressive Grand National Cross Country Racing Series, presented by Specialized, your AMA National Championship. We are here for the Mountaineer GNCC. Mikey Wayne's here, and I'll be taking you through today's racing action. And boy, what a sight this facility is. But first, we're going to look at our Specialized race recap. Round number 10. How about it? The boys out of the XC1 class going to battle, and it was the 198 of Liam Draper on the Ampro Yamaha, grabbing that Steel City Medical Center Hole Shot Award and that early lead. And as things got underway here, it was Craig DeLong toward the back of the pack. Actually didn't end up with too bad of a day, worked his way up. Jordan Ashburn applying the pressure to Johnny Gerard in this one. And there is Craig DeLong right there again, moving up into that 3 spot. Having a good day, looking a little more like the Craig DeLong we saw that earned that number 1 plate just a season ago. But Johnny Gerard, the man to beat again. Ashburn applying the pressure, DeLong right there, and the rest of the XC1 class. There is Ben Kelly. Welcome back to GNCC, to the 530 factory KTM rider. But again, the 969 boy making it look easy right there, keeping it on 2 wheels. Are you kidding me? And he was able to bring it in, goggles off for the XC1 win. A great day by his buddy Liam Draper. And Grant Davis, though, making history in GNCC. Are you kidding me? And there it is, your top overall riders, Grant Davis, Johnny Gerard, and Draper. As we saw, Ashburn finishes 4th. And there's how your points stand, with Gerard leading the way over Stu Baylor.
Oh, honestly, it feels amazing right now. I can't believe this even is happening. I mean, getting on the overall podium and all is cool, but to win it, that's just a whole different story. And I actually came into this race with a 3rd-degree separation and a pinched nerve in my shoulder. And I was struggling them last 2 laps. I couldn't even hang on, and I just kept falling over, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Then I kept getting pit boards saying I was right there, and I was so squirrely the last couple sections. I had like no rear brakes the whole race, and then I was definitely on the edge.
Well, we fast forward to today, again, round number 11 of the 2024 season. XC1 locked and loaded and ready to roll. Going to be a dusty day here today. What a difference a couple of weeks makes. And the Steel City, Mince Clank Hole Shot Award up for grabs. Who wants it? Jordan Ashburn, I think, just got in front of the 282 of Mike Wachowski. Wachowski will take that early lead. And Wachowski, how about that? Big name synonymous with Liam Draper out of that XC2. We've talked about that, and boy, look, it said it was going to be dusty, and it certainly is. But there is the 282 Phoenix Racing Honda of Mike Wachowski leading the way, getting his piece of the pie, right? Saw Liam Draper have some success last week, and I think only a matter of time before we start seeing Mike Wachowski having some of that same success. And are you kidding me? Talk about an early lead for Wachowski. There is 2nd place, finally. Jordan Ashburn, the number 3. Ashburn been on the hunt for that win here this year. See what he's got in store for these guys. 3rd place going to be the number 1 defending champion on that Rockstar Husky of Craig DeLong. And there is your points leader with that reverse plate. Johnny Gerard, followed closely by Liam Draper. Just behind him on the Ampro Yamaha for your XC1 class, Trevor Bollinger. Not a bad start for him. There is the number 7 of Josh Strang. Strang on his own program here to close out the season. And the 14, Rui Barbosa, right there behind him. Ben Kelly, again, a big welcome back to him a couple of weeks back. And the 514 of Stu Baylor, followed by Lyndon Snodgrass, the 178. And it is Stu's got to have a big day today. He's kind of got to win them out to give himself a shot here. Steel City Medical Center Whole Shot Award up for grabs again here in the XC2 class, and no question about that. The 922 Mama, there goes that man. Grant Baylor has been absolutely sensational all season. A little checkup from the neck up right there. Kicking the dust up. Ooh, coming together. Love to see it. Let's do it. And how about this? The FMF XC3 LoJack Cycle Sales Whole Shot Award up for grabs. Ooh, couple riders get tangled up and go down, and the Whole Shot Award, boy, if I'm not mistaken, we welcome from the JNCC, Kita Watanabe, grabbing that LoJack Cycle Sales Whole Shot Award. Awesome to have the riders from JNCC, kind of our sister series over there in Japan, out here racing with us at the Mountaineer and getting the whole shot done. See what he's got for 3 hours of racing on the 125. Those FMF 125, they have all my respect in the world. We saw Wachowski going by there. There is Jordan Ashburn on that Coastal Racing Factory Gas sitting in that number 2 spot. Chipping away at that lead just a little bit, but boy, still some big gaps here out in front early, kind of to be expected given the amount of dust these guys are kicking up. Kind of settles a little better in the woods. There goes the number 1 of Craig DeLong in that 3 spot. But again, some major separation here. You hear the cliche, these guys talk all the time, starts are important, sure, but on a dusty day like today, it can really make the difference for you. And ooh, Johnny Gerard, maybe some troubles. Kind of threw his hand up right there as he went past his mechanic. Don't know, bike issues, hand issues, but something not right with Gerard. There goes Draper, a little more sense of urgency out of him. I believe that was Evan Smith, the 347, that front number plate covered, followed by Trevor Bollinger. So how about it? We're off and rolling. The Mountaineer GNCC, Johnny Gerard, your points leader, but it is Ashburn and Mike Wachowski out in front leading the way. What a shot. We'll be right back with more right after this. Progressive GNCC Racing is brought to you by Progressive. Progressive could save you hundreds of dollars on your automobile and motorcycle insurance. Specialized E-Turbo bicycles. It's you, only faster. RockyMountainATVMC.com. Get ready. And welcome back to GNCC here on RacerTV.com. The 282, Mike Wachowski on that Phoenix Racing Honda, leading the way out in front, and still with the big gap back to second. Will it be Jordan Ashburn? Yes, it will. The number 3 on that Coastal Racing Factory gas ride. Still kind of on an island by himself in the 2 spot, and will third place be the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna of Craig DeLong? Thinking it will be. Team managers and mechanics down there in the woods saying, let's go. And there he is, Craig DeLong, sitting in that number 3 spot. Coming into this one, Craig's had a second place finish, has been his best of the year. And no, forgive me, he had the win in round number 7. My bad, Craig. So Craig does have a win under his belt this year. It's been a season of some ups and downs, probably more downs than what Craig wanted. Not probably, without a doubt. But nonetheless, starting to see the Craig that we were used to seeing in some of these rounds through the midway point, and hopefully late here in the season as well. And here we go. Oh, how about that? Man, I don't even know if Wachowski saw him. He had to hear him. Jordan Ashburn, your new leader, gets around the 282 of Mike Wachowski, and it was Ashburn right there, maybe just a little better line, able to carry some of that speed and move into the number 1 spot. So, new leader on the track, the number 3 Coastal Racing Factory gas ride of Jordan Ashburn. leading the 282 of Mike Wachowski. So that big gap we were seeing early alleviated now. And how about this? The 198 Liam Draper. Boy, just the bike was made for Liam, or Liam was made for the bike, however you want to chalk it up. He has been sensational since moving up into the XC1. Great start to the race for the 739 Rockstar Energy Factory Husqvarna of Trevor Bollinger. Would love to see him go out and get a podium here today. He has been sensational so far, the 739. Man, thinking back, I am not sure we have seen, I know we've not seen Trevor on an overall podium here this season. Of course, Trevor, one of those riders coming up out of the XC2, just very promising, and things have just never quite gone his way in the XC1 class. He's battled some injuries, but boy, nothing would be greater than seeing Trevor maybe capture a podium here today. Would be nice. He's certainly, the heart is there, there's no doubt. As Jordan Ashburn leading this one still. And Ashburn, we've talked about it a lot this year. He's several podiums. I think he's got at least 2 second-place finishes under his belt. The closest he came to winning, as Mike Wachowski rolls by right there, was in the hometown of Tennessee. And there has just been something different about Jordan Ashburn since that race, as Liam Draper, the 198 Ampro Yamaha, buzzes by. You could tell Trevor Bollinger's still in pursuit. You could tell Jordan Ashburn maybe felt like he left something on the table at that race in Tennessee, and has been hungry since. So today might be the day where the number 3 picks up what would be his first win of the season, and maybe he clicks off 2 or 3 before the end of the year. Certainly capable of it. He's just one of those guys kind of quietly always there. And how about this for the 282 of Mike Wachowski in the XC1 class, doing some great things here. It's been a season of, I think, trial and error for Wachowski, but here late, he has shown some glimpses of greatness. I think it's just a matter of putting that full 3-hour race together. We know he's capable of it. We've seen him do it in the XC2 class, but you ask any of these guys that have jumped up into the XC1, as Ashburn still leading the way, it is a big jump. It is a big jump between the XC2 and the XC1. All talented riders between both classes, but there's just something special about being in the XC1 class. These guys are second to none as far as off-road woods racing is concerned. These are the greatest riders in the world. Wachowski putting it on display right there in that 2 spot. Now we're seeing those gaps like we saw early in the race. Draper still in the 3 spot. And said it at the start, 2 names synonymous with one another. Oh, some troubles for Trevor Bollinger, the 739, able to get her going. And back in pursuit, just sitting off the box in a number 4 position, as Bollinger trying to get up into a podium position for the first time this season. Ashburn, your leader, the number 3 on that Coastal Racing Factory Gas, doing work. Let's see if they have chipped away at that lead. Nope, this is no man's land right here. And if you're Jordan Ashburn, you got to be happy about that. And we haven't talked about it this race. Hey, fellas, what's going on? Some of our track crew rolling through right there. 282, Mike Wachowski. Still in that 2 spot. I was going to mention lapped riders, but not really been a factor today with the dust. May be a factor late in this one, as Liam Draper buzzing by right there, the 198. And there is Trevor Bollinger. So that may be 1, 2, and 3 right now. So Ashburn in the 1 spot with a lot of breathing room. You're the XC1 guys. They've talked about it when they've been with us in the booth or post-race interviews, talking about how Jordan Ashburn, arguably one of the toughest riders out of the XC1 to get a pass on. He is just very cognizant of his surroundings, keeps that head on the figurative swivel, and just seems to know where riders are at behind him. And maybe Wachowski getting a little bit of pressure now. Wachowski in the 2 spot. So maybe I missed Wachowski earlier. Sorry about that. So Wachowski still in the 2 spot. Is it going to be Draper or is it going to be Bollinger? It will be Liam Draper. But by the body language of Mike Wachowski, Draper may be reeling him in, maybe in some of the more wide open sections. And let's see, is it going to be Trevor Bollinger, the 739, having one of the best rides of his pro career right here. Still sitting on the outside looking in on a podium, but he's right there. Had 5 fingers in the air, maybe he said 5 seconds, or maybe he's saying move. He's right there. You got a shot at this thing. Man, look at the riding style of Jordan Ashburn. The XC1 guys making this look so easy. Just not fair. Not fair. And Jordan Ashburn, you got to hand it to him. He's one of those hard enduro guys as well. A little dab right there, but I mean, near perfect. It's hard to pick anything about the riding style of Jordan Ashburn to critique. And there is Mike Wachowski, or excuse me, that is still Jordan Ashburn, the number 3, right there moving through. Watching him do his thing, waiting on the 282 of Mike Wachowski. Now we get into some of the lap traffic, and this is what we talk about. A tough section right there. Wachowski gets around the lapper, but he's got company. The 198 of Liam Draper charging. Draper trying to get into a 2 spot. Where is the 739? How far back is he from that battle? So we saw the body language earlier from Wachowski. You know he could hear Liam Draper rolling into second place, and he is right there right now. And oh, bad news for the 514. That is an absolute heartbreaker being towed in. And that is going to do it for Stu Baylor on the day. We'll try to get some more on that in a moment. Right now, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with more right after this. Progressive GNCC Racing is brought to you by Progressive. Progressive could save you hundreds of dollars on your automobile and motorcycle insurance. Specialized E-Turbo bicycles. It's you, only faster. Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com. Get ready. And welcome back to GNCC here on RacerTV.com. Jordan Ashburn, the number 3 Coastal Racing Factory Gas, still out in front, trying to capture a win here in 2024. Liam Draper, the 198 Ampro Yamaha, still securely in that number 2 spot. Where is the 282 on cue right there? Mike Wachowski still sitting in 3rd place. And Craig DeLong. DeLong now up into the number 4 spot. On the outside looking in right now, as Jordan Ashburn leading the way, getting the let's do this from the pro pits right there on his way. Gonna try and bring home a win. He has been so close so many times this year. He's got some podiums under his belt, a couple of 2nd place finishes. He had that very close 2nd place finish in Tennessee just a few months back. And as mentioned earlier in the show, it just looked like a different rider after that race. Maybe felt like he left a little bit on the table, but throw all that out the window right now. One more turn. The left-hander, the little right-hander here is Ricky Towery with a checkered flag, and the number 3 Coastal Racing Factory gas ride of Jordan Ashburn capturing the win. His wife Mary down there to congratulate him.
It was a good day. I wanted to get out front and just charge and lead the day, and that's what we did. So bike was good. It was really comfortable today out. For the conditions, I was very comfortable.
And checking in right here, there is the 198 kicking up some dust. Mercy sakes, welcome to the XC1, Liam Draper. Are you kidding me? He will hang on for a 2nd place finish here today. What a ride for the 198 here to close out the day.
Yeah, it was good. I got a pretty decent start. 5th, I think I was about 5th or 6th going into the woods, and yeah, we were at like a standstill, not even a mile into the woods, so I knew it was going to be tough to pass all day. But yeah, me and Mikey went at it the last lap, and I just really wanted to get him, and I was revving and trying to make him make a mistake, but he rode good all day, and yeah, just super stoked on another podium.
And we take a look at your overall. How about it? Jordan Ashburn first, Draper going to finish second, and Trevor Bollinger hanging on for a third-place finish, putting him on the box.
Start was crucial today, and I don't know where I started, but it wasn't good, and just so hard, and you had to really trust your machine and just have faith in God going through that dust. You know, I definitely trusted him today, and it's been tough. You know, I've had a lot of injuries the past couple years, and it seems like everyone's kind of given up on me. But I've tested this bike once in 2 years, and man, to finally do it, prove everybody wrong, hell yeah.
Well, again, a big congratulations to Trevor Bollinger. Love seeing that. Taking a look at the point standings now. Johnny Gerard, 271 on the season. Stu Baylor, 209. Grant Davis out of the XC2 sitting third OA.
Yeah, I feel awesome. I was super consistent all year. Never missed the podium until today, but a little freak mechanical. I tagged a tree and broke the clutch line. So, yeah, had a super consistent, good year. Put a lot of hard work in, and obviously it pays off. So, yeah.
Well, how about that? National champion Johnny Gerard. Cannot state that enough. A tough day, tough break for Stu Baylor with the bike being towed in. But go figure, as sensational as Johnny Gerard has been as we watch the Specialized race recap here. Great start by Wachowski, but want to talk about Gerard for a moment. As great as he was all season, on the day where he had his worst finish of the year, it was still just enough for him to capture that national championship. But congratulations to him, and a congratulations to this man as well here today. Jordan Ashburn making the pass right there on the 282 of Mike Wachowski. Mike Wachowski actually had a tough break there late in the race. Not going to finish in the point standings, but the potential's there. Wachowski looking good today, all things considered. And this young man, I think, going to be a contender for podiums through late in the season. And there was the story for the 514 and the story for the season for Stu Baylor as well. And just a frustrating day for him. Not how he wanted to end the season. Look to close out strong and bring it back in 2025. But Jordan Ashburn, Coastal Racing Factory Gas, hanging on for the win here today. A big congratulations to him. Your top three: Ashburn, Liam Draper, and Trevor Bollinger. That is going to wrap things up for us. I'm Mikey Waynes, and we'll see you at the races.